Welcome back. Welcome back to Time with Jesus and Chuck Talk. And it's Thursday morning, so see what this day brings. What does God have for us today? That's the question. That's what we have to ask ourselves. That's where God is. When we hit that place in life, we know that's where God has us. The rough morning, traffic, and you just got to kind of take it easy, slow down. Don't be late. Don't be rushing. I never know when this thing's live if it's actually recorded. I did one yesterday. The whole time wasn't recording. But sometimes we travel too fast. Sometimes we don't travel fast enough. How do you determine the difference? Well, when you're traveling too fast, you're usually late. You're usually trying to catch man's time. When you're traveling in time, you're in God's time. You're not thinking about the hour. You're not thinking about the seconds. You're thinking about what do I need to do right now at this moment? Because most of us, even when we're in grocery stores, we're already thinking, oh, yeah, I got to get this, or I can make this meal, or I can do this. This will last a couple of days. Or you're thinking, where am I going to go to lunch? Or what are we going to do for dinner? Or I wonder, I'm done. See, we're already wondering and putting things into motion that doesn't need to be there yet, because we're not even out of the now yet. We're not out of this time frame that we're in, but we're thinking God doesn't know what he's doing, obviously. Otherwise, why would we be in this time? Because that's exactly everywhere we're at that particular moment. That's where God has us. God doesn't make a mistake. We may have went on around the pathway, but eventually you go back to where you left Jesus and you continue on. That's the amazing part about our journey with Christ. If we can have patience like Christ today, how patient he is with us, walking back to that pathway to where he's at, man, what a heck of a life. What a change in our events. Instead, we allow the world and people around us change who we are. I used to sit there and say, and I do say it a lot still, no one can change who I am. No one can make me sad when I'm happy. No one can make me happy when I'm sad. They may make you smile or make you laugh, but you still can be sad inside. It's like that clown. You never know if it's really happy, and it could be a sad clown. Just because they paint the happy face doesn't mean that's what's going on in the inside. Sometimes we're not willing to stand long enough and listen to people. One of the best things that I love hearing, that I go, what a crock. Not all times, not all people, but I'm saying the majority. I'm here for you, night or day. You'll try calling them night or day. Doesn't ever seem to make it. You can have issues in your family and don't even realize. I mean, you're talking about, I know we've all heard the saying, walking on eggshells around somebody. You got to be very quiet not to crack those eggshells. That's how I feel the majority of the time with my own children. I have no idea what they're mad about now, why they're doing what they're doing. Instead of being an adult and saying, Dad, I'm upset by this, or Dad, is this true that you said this? Why did you say it like this, or anything? But instead, they go off in their little tantrums here and go, But I'm to the point, fine. I don't know what more to do. for anybody, to be honest. I'm barely making it myself today. I thought yesterday was bad. Today, it's the same concept. It's like you, and I talked to a friend of mine last night, and he says, dude, just put on your cruise control. Dude, how am I going to do that when I'm going red light to red light up here in good old Pennsylvania? I mean, we're down back roads that I probably shouldn't be on, but it's no different when I head up into Jersey and Delaware and all those places. The world wasn't made with 53-foot trailers around or sleeper berths. You think about the earlier stages of tractor trailer. It wasn't what we have today. And what amazes me is you ever hear people talk about, I'm big on it because I love motorcycles and I used to ride them all the time. But watch out for motorcycles. Okay, I agree. We got to be more cautious because not because of they're doing stupid. That's why we got to be cautious because they're doing stupid. A lot of these kids are on there popping these wheelies, riding them down the road, doing these stunts. Well, I have a nice scar across my left leg, and I got a nice skin graft on my right leg and on my left calf. I got a nice scar there where the skin wouldn't even take that and keep cutting it and putting pieces on there. Let me tell you, when you do stupid, it eventually catches up to you. You walk with Satan stupid long enough, and things are going to catch up to you. And I know some of you are probably thinking, man, where's he going with this? The amazing part is some of the comments, well, not really comments. I'm sorry, not the comments, especially on here, because I can't read it while I'm doing what I'm doing. And it doesn't transfer over. That's why I said, if you're leaving a comment when I'm not paying attention, I appreciate it. I really do. But I recommend that you also go on to when it's uploaded. But or shoot me an email. That's what most people have been doing, emails. But you got to understand. You got to understand. I got the world's worst trailers that I'm pulling. That dog walk, always to the right. No, it is true. That's why you keep hearing that thing going. Because I'm in a little tiny little place here where I've got to try to keep. Never mind. But anyways, okay, even that. I'll just turn it into that. Even when we think we're in control, I'm thinking I'm in control. I could just pull to the left a little bit, ride the line, and keep my trailer tandems from going over the white line, which is going to cause that irritating sound. I can only do what I can do. Eventually, it starts dog walking some more, and it goes across that line. People, that is life. Things are going to happen. Things are going to happen that's out of our control, but it's how we deliver it back to God. We deliver it back to God by doing what? Laying at Jesus' feet. I refuse. Yesterday, when I couldn't thank Jesus enough. When I got to the truck stop, there was plenty of spots because you don't know, especially in certain areas, you're in trouble. It's not truck friendly, that's for sure. I got there. I couldn't stop thanking him enough because of yesterday. I was in bad shape. I mean, it was the worst that I've felt in any part of that I can remember for 53 years now. And I know some of you have been on this journey with me for a long time. And you're probably going, "Wow, that's hard. That's hard." It is because I actually had a person call me after watching it and said, "Brother," I said, "Yes. Are you serious? All that stuff, and you think today is the worst day that you've ever had in your whole entire life?" Yes, I truly do. I think this is day 2 but at about 65, 70% compared to yesterday.
Then take the second exit.
So it's actually decreased a little, but not much. It's pretty bad when you have to go to try to get up and you go, I don't even want to stand up. I know it's just going to hurt. But you understand how Satan grabs a hold of things in your life? It could be things with your children. It could be things with your job. It could be things with your spouse.
Then take the second exit.
Yeah, Einstein, I'm trying to go around the roundabout, but it's not made for me. So I got to watch the signs of brakes and lions and tigers and bears and crashes. Oh my. Gosh, man.
Follow the road for 9 miles.
And then we got that push bar in the front, which doesn't make it any. I mean, I understand why they got them, but it doesn't make it any easier when you're going around stuff like that. It just sticks out too far. That's again, it's out of my control. Life is out of my control. All these years, I thought I could control life. Seriously. All these years, I'm thinking I'm in control of me. And the reality, I wasn't. Yeah, I may work more hours to pay for things, but what did it accomplish? More bills, more payments. Living the dream, buying a house. And the positive is we don't have to live in paper wall apartment buildings and hear everything going on or marijuana coming through the vents, because that's how paper thin these places were. But it always seems to be you end up somewhere good and bad. The bad is you got neighbors that just, I don't understand. I mean, I always retract that every time I say it, because I do understand. I do understand evil. I do understand you could do nothing to somebody and they'll have a problem with you because somebody else has a problem with you. That's their life. That's their opinions. They can think of you however they want. Okay, I'm going to turn it off. It amazes me. I don't know if you guys heard that. No engine break-in. So now I got to use I got to slow down like extreme and use my foot pedal brake to make up for going down a steep grade hill. But the engine brake is there to help you with that, especially when you're hauling stupid loads like this. And I mean, almost 46,000 pounds. That's just ridiculous. But they figured out how they get it on there to make it to where it's legal. It might be legal. It might even be legal by 1 pound. But I'm the ones that got to take it down these roads. Well, you ever think about your life with Satan? Is everything you're doing legal? It might be legal to man, but is it legal to God? Would God accept it? Would God want that in our lives? No one, I mean, I didn't wake up this morning and go, man, I want to be an alcoholic. Man, I want to be addicted to drugs. Man, I want to be a thief today because I don't want to work. I'm going to get up because I'm great with computers and I'm going to scam people out of thousands of dollars today. Just because I can. Now, maybe some people do. I don't know. Don't have the time or the energy anymore to really think about life. But I do have the time and the energy to think about what is God saying today? And I believe for myself, you need to stop for a moment and listen. What in the world is that? As anybody can see, I gotta find that clip. And I'm telling you, I have. Oh my gosh, there's something on the road. I don't know what the heck they are. It's like a bright white looking thing, but it's moving. There's another one. I thought it was the same object together, but they separated. And that's weird. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Drones, AI, drones. Musk is real little. Really, I have no idea what those things are. But I'm not the only one looking. There's people actually slowing down, trying to. This guy's actually standing on top of his car, trying to zoom in with his buddy. About now, what? Things have more issues than me. You ever wonder in life? I mean, I guess we've all been there. You cry out to God, and then you just feel like you never get an answer. Or you cry out to Jesus, and you feel like, in my time, in my father's time, I heard that a lot. And I'm like, you got to watch how fast Satan enters into a room, people. Because I sat there and I started thinking in my head, going, I know he said he was going to heal me. I've had people come up to me and say he was going to heal me. But listen to me, hold on. This is where Satan enters the room, and this is where we got to examine the room. Like going to a party, and you're looking for a certain friend that you want to hang out with. You know they're going to be there. You've been friends all your life, maybe through grade school all the way up. Okay, we get the picture, right? So you're going in there examining the room, but we're not examining the rooms when we're in prayer. Because Satan might be in that room. He's just waiting for that right opportunity to get right in there and start whispering. Surely he didn't say you would die if you ate that fruit. No, he said you'd be all knowledge. You know life and death. Exactly what we found out real fast. But think about this. When you allow him into that room and you allow him into you, this is what happens. Lord, am I doing something wrong? Lord, am I sinning? Am I not doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Am I displeasing you? Am I little faith? I believe I got strong faith. I believe if you told me in a rainstorm and there was lightning striking in the same area over and over and over, you told me to go stand exactly where that lightning bolt was. It's going to hit you, but you're not going to die. I would do it. I don't understand what's going on. And in that split moment, when you're sinking in that quicksand, because you're moving around and you're sinking faster, you allowed that door to be open when it shouldn't have been open. We allow Satan there to start twisting stuff around. Well, maybe it's that person. Sometimes I do say that because I had a guy that was going to put oil, he was going to do a blessing and stuff with a bunch of other elders. And his exact words were they were determining who was going to do it. Okay, at this point, I already don't want to do it because I'm thinking you guys are not even sure of yourselves, let alone pray. And the very guy that started the prayer, standing off to my left and says, I'm like, yes. He says, why don't you try to lose this weight? That's your problem. My first reaction was, how does my fist feel smacking you in your mouth? I didn't say it out loud, but that's what I thought. And I just stared at him, going, this is an elder of a church. Now the church made sense to me. It makes sense to me because not judging, but I'm judging the fruits, as God says in the Bible that we can do. So if we're doing that, and we're in that area in life, but I flip it. I want my fruit to be judged. I want to make sure that I'm there. I want to make sure that I have that faith. I want to make sure I have that confidence. I want to make sure that I have that peace, that love, because good works without love is useless. Some people will just do stuff and it shocks me. I mean, still today, I argue the fact in my mind going, I'm not going to do this. No. And I asked the Lord, I said, Lord, why am I like that? You even told me if someone offers, do it. And I argued the fact with myself. Even to one person saying, listen, I'm not a crazy psycho. I'm not going to come to your house and stalk you and all this stuff. I wasn't even worried about that. It wasn't even that. I figured it out. I totally figured this out. Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now. Right now. Glad you asked. I figured it out. I don't feel worthy of receiving because I've always been giving and doing, sacrificing the ultimate sacrifice. Can you imagine if I was doing that under God? Instead, I did that stuff, 90% of it, under Satan. Can you imagine? Wow. I mean, I'm not about doing stuff to build rewards in heaven. It's not even about that. It's just the glorifying God is what I'm speaking. Because I know a few people that's going to be on here is probably going to be like, well, wait a minute. No. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. If I was at work now, I did. I made sure that the bosses and them seen me working. The only thing that got me is more work on my sheet. Realize, well, hell, if he can do that much, then let's give him more work. Congratulations, Nelson. Good job. You ever been in a place where you work Monday through Thursday, and on Thursday, if you got your quota done fast, they'll let you go home with pay? I kept telling the guys, don't do it. Don't do it. Because they're going to realize that you can do this, and that going home with pay thing, but it's just going to be, hey, you guys can go home early if you want, but you're not going to pay you anything. Sure enough, they looked at me like, and I'm over there still doing my quota. I said, I don't care. I'll be here until 4 o'clock tonight. I'm not rushing to killing myself anymore.
In 3/4
It's not worth
mile,
it.
turn right and then turn right.
I know that God told me. And I pray, don't just give it to me, give it to Darlene too. On the 3rd, all this took place. I ended up back where I'm at. And it was great for a few days. The way everything even unfolded. It was Blew my mind. I'm like, this is all God.
In 1/4 of a mile, turn right onto Limestone Road and then turn right.
Try not to laugh, but that somehow, I don't know why it always makes me laugh. Turn right onto Limestone Road and then turn right. If I'm turning right, I'm not turning right there. I'm telling you
Now
right.
turn right and
No,
then
I'm
turn
telling
right
you
onto
right now, I am
Limestone
not
Road.
turning right there because that
In 300 feet,
is a
turn right
scary
onto Limestone
residential
Road.
area.
Now turn right.
No, you turn right. I'm just going to keep
Follow
going.
the road for 1 1/4 of a mile.
See, it's stuff like that. That's the stuff because we rely on Satan's technology. If I would have turned, I would have been in the oh my gosh moment. And I guaranteed I would have had to turn this thing off because that guy just come right over the lanes. It just, man, wait till I get this bracket up here so you guys can actually see what I'm saying. This is it. It blows your mind. And I'm not saying just to have more respect for truck drivers. You'll see the difference in slowing down on expressways. Why I do what I do because it's common courtesy, and
In 3/4
I
of
don't
a
want to hurt
mile,
somebody.
turn right and then turn right. To Delaware.
Old Delaware. Yeah. So you see why I didn't turn back here now? I mean, you can't really see, but what I'm trying to say is we have to be alert at all times. You, part of me back in the day, I would have just turned. Well, the GPS is telling me to. And I don't know how many times they tell you, you are the captain of your ship. You think something's not right, don't do it. Don't turn. It's like in our lives, people.
In 1/4 of a mile, turn right onto Old Lancaster Pike and then turn right.
We have to understand, even in our lives, there's times we have to tell our children no. Have to say no, I don't feel like doing it. Or oh my gosh. Or we have to,
Now turn right and then turn right onto Valley Road.
yeah, no.
In 400 feet,
This is the
turn
dumbest
right
place
onto
in the
Valley Road.
life.
Now turn right.
Woo.
Follow the road for 2 miles.
See why I get migraines at the end of the day. Ah, you gotta just be on it, people. In life, it's the same concept. We have to be on that point where we're at in life. Because Satan's not giving up. The man don't ever sleep either. If he never sleeps and we sleep, he loves it. He loves it when we get in that deep realm of our sleep so he can come in there and attack them. How many of you ever had a dream that was so realistic you woke up and you were looking for whatever you had in your dream? Why is that? Why does that happen? I don't know the reason why it happens, but I can tell you this. This is why I believe in my life that stuff happens. There's something about that particular object that I have to focus on. Something about that is going to change something in my life. But I have to try to remember the part of the dream that puts me, where was I when that object or whatever it was, letter, whatever, appeared to me. I realized when I was able to start doing that. Oh, turn your brights on, please. Thank you. I realized when I was able to start doing that,
In 3/4 of a mile, right.
I was able to push Satan away because I already knew what he was trying to do. See, sometimes our dreams that don't make any sense, those are the dreams that I say, wait, when you wake up, have a tablet and a pen next to your bed and just start writing it down, or couches, or in your car, whatever. Start writing this stuff down, and you start changing the events. I've seen stuff happening with my children.
In 1/4 of a
And
mile,
I start speaking
right
what's
onto
about to
Gap
happen,
Pipe.
so I stop it. Stop it. It's up to anybody else. It's up to you. It's up to them. It's up to Darlene. It's up to Joe Smo down the road. Everybody's going to have their own opinion.
Now keep right.
Whether you believe me, you don't believe me, whatever it is.
Follow the
That's
road for 3 miles.
your rights in life. That is where you are in life. It's like walking up to someone and saying, hey, today you're going to win the lottery, but you got to play these numbers. You hand a piece of paper, you walk with it. They never play the numbers. They come out. Because you thought, I'm not doing it because it's stupid. Or, no, I've done this before. Or you wake up and you have 3 digits in your head. I've known people that's actually done that and actually hit the lottery. I'm not telling you to play the lottery. I'm just saying, ask God, what do you want me to do with it? See, we're not asking God enough. But you go into that area, ask and you shall receive. Okay. 2 or more comes together. And what you ask shall be given. So if I told everybody, hey, I want this Mustang that I've been eyeballing, let's all of us get together and pray for it. We all believe in Christ, right? We all believe, we all read and pray and do everything God expects. So therefore, there's no negativity, there's no doubt, there's nothing in the equation of this. So it has to happen. I hear people say all the time, I pray for stuff, nothing ever happens. Reason why I'm bringing this up. Well, Nelson, how come you never got the Mustang? I don't know. Maybe I wasn't doing the right things. Maybe I'm not ready for it yet. Maybe he has something better for me. Well, how can he give you something better if you really want that? Well, maybe that is not what he's going to give me. Maybe he's going to give me something similar to that, but not that. It's like a birthday present. Somebody gives you a roundabout what you like, and they go out shopping for you. And people still complain. The next year for your birthday, they give you a gift card. You still complain. I really don't like this place. Then the third year, they just give you cash. And now it's not enough. Well, if I go to this restaurant, it's $30. I got to pay tip. Still not enough. Still nothing they do. The next year after that, birthday number 4, I guess, you get nothing from them. No card, no nothing. Now you're sad. Well, what did I do to them? I don't understand. That's God, people. That's what we do to God. We're getting nothing because we're not giving Him. Satan will give you what you want. Man, if I walked up right now, walked into Satan's doorstep and said, hey, yeah, come on in. Been a long time since we sat and talked. What can I do for you? As he's pulling out his book. And, I followed you guys well. So, I think you guys owe me. Oh, you're right. Absolutely right. What can I do for you?
In 3/4
there's
of a
this
mile,
car
left and then turn right.
Speak no more. Go there and pick it up. Awesome. I'm so excited. I run in there, sign the paperwork, and then I get back in the day. I don't know if anybody recall this. But you used to get these booklets, and every time you made a payment, you pulled it off, and there was a receipt thing on there that you paid that payment. The booklet comes in the mail. I'm like, what the heck is this? So I run back down the street, knock on the door. Yeah? Hey,
In 1/4 of a mile,
this gift
turn left
sucks,
onto
man.
Jackson Avenue and then turn right.
I got 3 years of payments on it. Oh, huh. Well, that's not my fault. What do you mean it's not your fault? You told me just go there and sign the paper. You got the car, didn't you? Yeah? So what's your problem? Did you ask me not to have payments? You said you wanted that car. You see how you see how you didn't word something right? But with God, we don't have to do that. Simple.
Now turn left.
Turn to left where? Right there? Okay. Yeah, how about no?
In 1/3 of a mile, turn right.
But then you got to
In
look at
one
this.
quarter of a mile, turn right onto Robert West Kirkwood Highway.
At 1/3 of a mile, I'm going to roll down my window and throw you off the window. I'm sure the tablet can't cost that much. Good old Delaware. Good old. But think about it. See, God already knows what's good for us.
Now turn right.
All we have to do is ask and wait. Because today I'm not, it'd be like somebody says, here, I'll give you this motorcycle. I know you like motorcycles. Man, I'd be happy. I'd be excited. You know, even if I had to rebuild it, I'd still be excited. Even if it's not running, I'd still be excited. You see the excitement? Because you know that is in you. You like it. Even if it's not working, I'm still excited about the gift. That somebody would even think about doing something like that. But now, hear me out. On the backside of it, that's how God is with us. You may want something, but you don't want the payments. So don't complain when someone walks up and throws you a set of car keys and go, here, I got this spare car. I barely even use it. You need a car? Here, I'll give you a car. Well, no.
Follow the road for 1 1/4 of a mile.
No, I don't want that car. Can I have your other car? No, you just bought that car. Well, what does the Bible say? If someone comes asking, you should give them the best. Let me rephrase this. No. Take what I give you, and that's it. I don't want it. Okay? You pick me up for work on Monday? Nope. Giving you a car. I don't have the money for the title and the tags and the insurance right now. I won't have it for about 2 months, so what good is it? Okay, here's the money. Let's go get the tags. Let's get the title done, and let's get your insurance put back on. Let's get this car on your insurance. It's going to take a month anyway, so if the second month you don't have it, I'll pay that month for you. I don't want the car now. So that's what we're doing when we're complaining to God about something we haven't received, or we don't like it, or someone brought you something. Whatever happened to just being a joy? Whatever happened to you as a kid? Man, I'd get so excited. I'd open it up and I'd see a Hot Wheel. I didn't even care if my friend played with it. It was out of his own car box. I didn't care. You know why? Oh, boy.
In 1/4 of a mile, keep left towards State Route 141.
Oh, I just messed up. Big time messed up. I seen the sign up here and it said turn. And it was a double turn lane. I got to get in this foreign lane. But I got to get in. I should have stayed in the lane I was in because this was not a double turn. So you just slow down, let the people go by you, and you change your reaction instead of getting mad, beating up the steering wheel, punching the fist, hurting your hands, screaming, and whoever's in the car with you going, "Oh my gosh, I've never ridden with this person."
Follow the road for 1¼ mile.
What? Oh. Ew. Oh, brother. But anyways, so you end up on this daily journey trying to figure out life. It's simple. I have to remind myself daily. I'm laying there, and it's weird how pain can make you lay still long enough to regroup yourself with Jesus. So, Lord, I know this is going to hurt when I'm going to stand up, but please give me the courage and the strength to do it. Let this day be done to glorify you and the Father. Let when I put my foot down, Satan still knows that I'm still here and I'm still
3/4 mile.
with you.
Turn right onto East Newport Pike.
Well, it's like you told me to turn left here, and now I'm in residential. Thanks a lot. But I had no choice. I had to turn. For once, they both agreed to turn. But I stand there and I ask the Lord, what do you want? I'm tired of living what I think is the best way. See, sometimes when you get scared, we do.
In 1/4 mile, turn right onto East Newport Pike.
When I got people saying, hey, the payments are going to quit, this is going to quit, I'm going, gotta be kidding me. We got a mortgage, we got bills, and this is what everybody's telling me. And I'm going, so I just started praying. Lord, open a door. Give me the strength. We have that power, people. We have that authority. You believe in your heart. You got to sometimes tell the people exactly what I'm saying right now. Hey, listen, let me pray with you. Let me lay my hands on you. Let me bring some anointing oil. But you're going to have to believe that God is going to do
Now
this.
turn right.
I've been trying to be healed for 8 years. Church after church, I've given money. Well, that's the problem. You're going to the wrong churches. I don't understand how these evangelists and all them people want money to heal you in Jesus' name. I didn't see Jesus walking around with an app or anything. Go, okay, well, you owe me $75 now. I healed you. I didn't see Jesus doing that. Oh, it's supposed to turn here. Who knows? I'm a truck driver. What you do along the curb. That guy was like, this guy's out of his mind. Hey, what you got to do? Sometimes you just got to take every single lane. And I didn't ask to be on these roads. I didn't ask to have the life I had. But you see where I got sucked into it? I could be bitter today. Instead, I asked the Lord, what do you want me to do with it? Turning into teaching. You want me to go and turn stuff into teaching? Yep.
In 3/4
How do you recommend I do this?
turn left.
North James Street.
Bring your everyday life. They'll relate to that.
Right curve ahead.
Okay.
Speed limit
You want me to go on here and tell people what I've been through, even the things I've done, even my sins? Yes. Why me confessing my sins when I've already confessed it? Is that going to help anybody? Because they're going to see you as a true person. See, when we don't try to cover up everything, somebody's going to be like, I'm going to go ask him because I know I'm going to get the truth out of him. Hey, Nelson. Well, hey, what's up? Does this outfit look good on me? Not really. What don't look good? The shoes color doesn't go with that shirt. Not that I'm a fashion design person, but I'm just saying you're asking me a question. I really don't think so. Well, I'm going to wear it anyway. All right. Later on that day, he comes back up. I said, "Oh, you changed." Yeah, because everybody was telling me it didn't look. Okay. But how'd you feel? I liked it. Okay. So why'd you
In
change?
1/4 of a mile, turn left onto
Because
North
everybody
James
said it
Street
looked
and then
stupid.
turn left.
Okay. But you're still not answering my question. If you liked it, why did you change? Um, I don't know. Because I didn't. I went off what everybody said. Well, maybe you shouldn't have. Maybe you should have went off how you felt about it and not care what the world or even myself.
Turn second left onto North James Street.
Oh my gosh. You want me to?
Now turn left and then turn left onto State Route 141.
I can't turn on this road. Oh my, this is dangerous. I hope the car stopped. Gosh.
Turn left onto State Route 141.
In 200 feet, turn left onto State Route 141 and then turn right. Now turn left and then turn right onto State Route 141.
Who in the right mind even thinks of stuff? Oh, not. Oh my gosh, Lord, give me strength. I am sorry, people. I am totally sorry. But you obviously used to because they all stopped. That's something. That is something when you got all these people that just stop
95 due to Interstate
and blocks
95.
lights and everything so you can make these turns. Tell me that isn't. I mean, first of all, they should never have to get used to that. But secondly, that is all God right there. Anybody else? If I was up in, forgive me, I'm not picking on states, but if I was up in Jersey or New York right now, oh, they'd be flipping me off and telling me where to take it. Starting at 8 p.m., 6 a.m. Hey, Nelson, why are you late again? Because uh, every road in America is closed these days.
Right onto I-95.
Now turn right to join the highway.
But
Speed warning.
you can get upset. I used to. I used to get upset a lot.
In 1/2 of a mile, join the highway.
A lot of it because I was tired. I'd be hungry, just fed up with driving. We're allowed, people. We are allowed to have those moments in life. But instead of manifesting it, why not just take a moment to say, hey, I'm going to take 5 minutes to myself and I'll come back and talk, especially in arguments. I've been trying to keep myself from arguing.
Turn highway onto I-95.
But
Now join the highway.
I can't join the highway because I'm running out of highway.
Follow the highway for 2 miles.
Where's You know, but you really think about it. It gives you that opportunity to stop the fire. Now, some people just don't want to have it. They want that argument. I'm telling you right now, I'm not arguing with people no more. What what did you
In
get out of
one
it?
half of a mile, take the exit.
Nothing. Nothing good comes from it. I'm telling you right now. Nothing good. You're liable to say words that you're going to regret. People talk about alcohol being truth. You get somebody mad enough at you, and you will hear truth, people. You will hear Satan speak like you're playing the fiddle of gold. Then you're going to sit there and go, wow, I wonder how come they never told me they felt it. Do you know if you've been in a past relationship? Boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. Hopefully it's in that order. You've been in a past relationship and you bring that into a situation. I'm tired of living this way. I've done it before.
In one
How
half
do
of
you
a
think
mile,
Jesus
take
is looking
exit
at
4A
that?
towards State Route 1.
Because really, am I doing those things? No. You may think I'm doing those things. You may think these things are happening. But you see how Satan grabs a hold of something and tries to choke the life out of it. If I believed everything I heard, man, I wouldn't talk to anybody.
Take the first exit on the right onto State Route 1.
Take the exit.
What exit?
In one half of a mile, keep left towards State Route 1.
All you do is hold steering wheel, Nelson. That's it. Yeah, you're right.
Now keep left.
Miles. Keep right onto State Route 1 toward US 13 South.
Follow the highway for 4 miles.
There's the 13 South. This is what kills me. It tells you to go on 13 South. There's 13 South. Nobody knows because there is none. And I just updated that GPS, but that GPS is actually going with the trucks one for once. So you can even look at that. If you're going in a direction that Jesus isn't going, are you truly following him? But eventually, these GPSs reroute themselves to do what? Be on the same page. That's when you run back into Jesus. And he's just sitting there on a rock going, are you ready now? What do you mean? I done went this whole 2-hour drive. You can't move from the spot? No, this is where you stop falling. How much of our lives have we wasted? I sent somebody an email back last night wondering if they got remarried 4 times. I said, okay. And it's not working. I met this person in church. Why? Why isn't it not working? I don't know. Is the person truly a godly person? Just because they walk in church doesn't mean they're a godly person. Anybody can put on a show. I mean, you look at your favorite actor, when you finally get to see them in real life, how they really are, you go, oh my gosh. Because you fell in love with what they are on the screen. That's fair. Well, did you hang out with them? Yeah. Did they do it? No. So when did all this start? We got married. Okay, that makes sense. Why? Because a marriage is a piece of paper binding you two together. That person is ownership. I'm not a piece of property. Yeah, technically you are. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. How do you say that? Because you're bound in a union under Christ to have and to hold sickness and poor. No, health, sickness, rich or poor, I think it is. I don't know. Don't even ask me the marriage vows. I'm going to mess it up. But either way, you bind yourself. Everything in that marriage now, unless you got a prenup, is 50-50. Well, no, this car is mine. He really likes it. He wants it.
Right.
Okay? But you realize you're married now. He owns half that car, unless you signed off on a piece of paper. Oh my goodness! So you think he wanted my money that I got from inheritance? Yeah, most likely, probably so. Sure enough, he goes file for divorce. What's half of everything? And this is a godly man taking advantage of a woman that has 2 children and her husband's dying. Doesn't care that the kids are going to grow up without a dad. Doesn't care that you're taking them out of a home. Doesn't care any of that. What kind of a person does that? Satan.
In 1/2 of a mile, right toward US 13.
You got to look at the situation, people. You can't just assume. People rush so much. How do you know what that guy was praying for? He might have been praying for money. And in walks you. Naive. Or are you one of those that wear your heart right here?
To State Route 120 US 13 South.
There's 13
Now
south.
keep right.
See? I could have gave up back there.
Follow the highway for 6 miles.
Well, why do I want to go backwards? I don't want to go backwards. I want to keep moving. Eventually, I got to get somewhere that I recognize. 13 south, here it is. We can give up too easy. We got to keep moving. We got to keep moving with Christ and keep on that pathway where He wants us. Today, I don't want my pathway. Today, Lord, it's yours. My free will is yours. My sight is yours. My hearing is yours. My mind and my heart, let it be bound together. And let me love like the Father and have the thoughts like you. Hey, slow down there, buddy. Oh, your Pepsi full. That's all right. You can hurry up and get the Pepsi there. Everybody needs their Pepsi. I was thinking last night, the person that called me goes, I got an argument with my wife tonight. I said, you did? Yep. For the kids? Nope. Over what? She wanted to know why I drink soda in the morning. She says that she don't know anybody that does that. And he goes, well, I do. I know plenty of people that does. Why do you drink coffee in the morning? To help wake me up. Why do you need help waking up if you go to sleep and you sleep all night? I don't know. He says there's a thing in your brain that doesn't even kick in yet until you're awake so long, and then that's kind of like that caffeine adrenaline rush thing that gets your body going. We've been stopping that all this time by altering it.
3/4 of a mile. Take exit 152 on the
I said, so where did the argument come in? She says, well, I just don't understand why you won't sit down and have coffee with me. He says, I'm sitting down drinking this while you're drinking coffee. So what's he do? This is where the argument comes in. I'm trying not to laugh, but it's funny to me. He dumps it in a coffee cup, sits down with the coffee cup. It says, okay, that's not coffee. He said, what difference does it make? I'm sitting with you with a coffee cup, Let's just talk. Why do we got to have an argument over? We're not arguing. It sounds a lot like arguing to me.
Take the first exit on the right onto Medical Hill Road.
Uh-uh.
Speed warning. Turn left onto Medical Hill
So anyways,
Road, US 13 South.
you have to look at the situation. Did he do the right thing by dumping it in the coffee cup, or was he being a smart butt and trying to get it rich? I don't know. He says no. He just figured he would just dump the coffee, dump the soda into the coffee cup. What difference does it make if somebody goes and gets an iced coffee or a hot chocolate, milk, orange juice, whatever your favorite drink is in the morning? What difference does it really make? I guess that's where I don't like everything Darlene likes. I'm not big on seafood. She loves it, but I'll make it for her. I'll take her to places that she can have it. I know she likes building her own salad, so I take her to the places that has the salad bars that she likes. She always says, "Nelson, doesn't matter. Take me wherever. I can get a salad anywhere." Okay, I'm happy that she says that, but in reality, when I pull in there, I'm going, she's not going to like this place. But I'm the one can pretty much get something anyway. Even as picky as I am.
In 1.5 of a mile.
You know, you got to have a lot of patience to put up with my pickiness. And I'm very picky. I really am. I mean, when it comes to food, I don't want to say anything. But it's okay to be that way. It's okay for you to be the way you are, and that person is the way they are. It's an opposite attract sometimes, but it really wasn't because I used to eat some salads and fish and vegetables and whatever. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm to the point in life now going, well, it's not healthy for your body, Nelson. Your weight and everything. Well, I didn't ask to fall on ice either. I could think about all the negatives when I got to think about all the positives. The positive is I'm still alive.
In 1/2 of a mile, take exit 148.
Positive is God has a bigger plan. I'm still here. So I'm on the right path then. If not, maybe I was on the wrong path and he's giving me an opportunity to fix what I had on the wrong path. See? You can turn anything into positive. You just got to want to do it. Get off here.
Take the first exit on the right onto Norwood Grove Road.
Take the exit.
Why am I getting off here? Because it was told.
In 1/2 of a mile, turn right onto Lorwood Grove Road.
Yeah, thanks, Captain Hines. I don't know how I'm going to make this. This is crazy.
Turn at the first line onto Norwood Grove Road toward Essex Street.
Now turn right.
This, my friends, is when you just hug the curb and you tell them you're polishing the
Follow
tires.
the road for 30 miles.
30 miles. Well, Jesus, I trust in you to get me down these roads, keep me safe, don't let me kill nobody, hit nobody, rip those signs apart, whatever mailboxes, little dogs, whatever. Keep me safe. This is insane. Don't.
Turn right onto US 13.
I can't even. I've been in a lot of crazy places, but this takes it so far. I'm not going to say I've seen it all now because I'm done saying that because you're always running into something else. I guess it falls under this, people. When we try to change someone else, I'm going to marry this person. I know I can change them. That's your first mistake. You're changing somebody to be what you want instead of you got with somebody because you loved them for who they were. I know another guy got a divorce from his wife that he's been married for a long time. Beautiful woman. Truly was. Got in a car accident. She's got a scar down the top of the forehead into her cheek. That's why he divorced her. That's something. You married for beauty. That's your first problem. Now you're breaking someone's heart because you were false. I think a lot about people's lives and I hear their stories, why they got with somebody. Oh, that's just creepy, beyond creepy. No, hire. No, thank you. I'm working the devil's lair. Did that. Been there, done it. Isn't that what they say? Been there, done that. Is that how it goes? It's cold in this truck. See? Problem solved. You're cold, turn the heat on. Are we thankful for that? Are you thankful you can go to your thermostat, turn it down, turn it up? I'm thankful for it. It never used to be. Turn it all down. Keep the lights off. Unplug everything. That's prison, people. Well, how do you live in a house like that? I don't care. My thing is, I leave the lights on even when I go outside. And if I'm doing something in the garage, I'm coming back into the basement. I'll come down the basement steps and go back into the basement. I'll leave the fluorescent bulbs on because you got to heat that baluster up to get along. You know how much that costs? It's cheaper to just leave the dang lights on. But that's just how I am. I don't want to live under a microscope. I want to just live free. So there's some dust on something. Okay. And I was single and I was raising my two kids. Man, you could run down my hallway and slide. Sometimes kids would be walking, I hear them fall. I don't mean to laugh, but like, Dad. And you're just laughing because when they were gone on some of the weekends, I'd take all the furniture out the back slider doors and I'd polish the floors every weekend. And when I mean every weekend, I mean Friday night I'd polish them, Saturday I'd polish them, Sunday I'd polish them. Pull the refrigerator out, clean behind the refrigerator, clean the coils, organize the spices in alphabetical order. That, people, is insane. Stupid. I went out and got color-coded hangers. Pink hangers, blue hangers, white hangers. My shirt was white. It went on a white hanger. Then I hung all the white hangers together, all the blue hangers together. That's problems. You may say it's OCD, whatever. No, it's just boring. That's all it was. I had to keep my mind focused on something. And then there was weekends. Can't believe I'm telling you this. I would just stop. I'd order movies, go pick them up, order food, go home, shut everything down. Nobody could see in there. Lock the doors. And I'd just lay there and watch movies and eat food. But I was kind of more fit back in those days because I got back into running and everything. And, Days, I do good to get off the couch for crying out loud. You ever notice you test drive a car, you go to buy furniture, you sit on the furniture, you walk around the furniture store, and you test everything out. Or you buy a small of something, and in the process, you take it home and try it. Ew, I don't like that. Then you're glad you didn't buy a whole case of the nonsense. Like some new flavors of soda that comes out. The cover looks good, but it's not what it says. That's where we fall into Satan's traps. So that being said, I'm just going to pray. I don't even know how many minutes this thing's been, but really, to be honest, turn it off and come back. Don't ever finish watching it. That's your rights. But do it under God, whatever you do today. Heavenly Father, I just look this day up, and Father, I just ask anybody that's on this video right now, or anybody that comes upon this video, Father, that they just start really examining themselves and looking at themselves. You know, it's time to start taking them planks out of there and looking down at that toothpick holder and start putting the toothpicks back in there. Before we know it, we got a full container and didn't even realize we had that many splinters in our own eyes that makes up that plank. Father, we just ask for forgiveness. And Father, I know I ask for forgiveness in my life. I ask for examination as I examine myself today. Father, I don't want my free will. I surrender my free will to you. Father, prune anything out of my life that is no good for me. Take anything away from me that is no good for me. Father, continue to look over my body and heal me when it's your time, not mine. But I ask to give me the comfort to get through the day to where I can deal with the pain. I ask this in your Son's name, the Lord Jesus Christ, the Son of you. He is the living flesh. He was born of flesh. I ask in his name for these things, not to even be healed, but just be able to have comfort through the day. That's all I want. If you want to heal me, I know you could just say it and it will go into existence, the same as you did with this world. I ask not that, but I ask your will to be done. And I know I'm still in that molding. And Lord, I'm glad that I'm the clay and you're the molder right now and you're sculpting me. I know I won't be in that fire until I reach heaven and you finish me. I know in there I shall be washed clean and I know I should be renamed. But tell me, Lord, let me love like the Father. Help me think like you. Help me walk on this pathway. Help me do the right choices. Help me understand. Help me understand what I'm going through. Let it be okay if I cry. If I sing a song that nobody knows. It doesn't make any sense and my voice is hurting their ears. I do everything for you. Not man. Not man's approval. But Lord, I ask today you keep everybody safe. There's people out there that has cancer. There's people out there, their children are in there battling cancer. They're hanging on to their lives. Lord, I just ask that they drop to their knees right now and just call on you. Lord, I don't ask this so I can believe more. I ask this so they can believe. So they can believe. I already believe. I don't need to believe more. I know you are the Son of God. I know you are the Messiah. I know you are the shepherd. I know you are the healer. And I know you are the king and you are coming. I don't hold the dates and times people say, but I look around me to see what's going on. And I compare that to the Bible. And I just pray, Lord, the sights and the hearing that Lucifer has placed on these children and these people. Let today just be a day of open freedom. The chains are loosened to where they can move and breathe for a moment. To be able to just cry out to you and to receive you. None of this is possible without you, Lord. Everything you've done, you did it for us. So let us see what we can do for you today. And I ask, Lord, I know I'm back in here What can I do for you today? And I believe this is the best way I'm doing it. If not, Lord, lead me to do something else this day, but lead it to where I understand what you want me to do, that I have the wisdom and the prophecies of the things that you need me to speak that's going to grab someone's attention today. Someone once said these videos ain't for everybody, Nelson, but it's for the ones that come. And I never understood that. I mean, I did, but I didn't. I didn't put a lot of thought into it. Then I finally did. Because you listen, you understand when you're listening to people. If we're not listening to you and taking that time, how are we ever going to understand what the Father needs? Let us walk in love today, Lord, and peace and patience. We can hold those three things today. Tomorrow we'll work on another one. Or maybe we'll just hold patient, peace, and love for the rest of this week, and we'll add something Sunday. Whatever you would like, Lord, that's what we want. Lord, I say and ask these things, keep them safe, keep harm away from them, and break those chains today in your precious holy name. Amen. All right, guys, love you. Till the next one.